Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Welcome to the Midday Moment. Hi replay people. As we give a moment for live people to join us. Hey. Hey. Happy new day. Happy Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. If this repeats, then you celebrate whatever day it repeats on. But hi there to all of you. We generally give a moment for live people to join us. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Davina Jones. The Midday Moment, it is the place where we remind ourselves to expect great things. And we're going to be spending some time speaking great things, all right? We expect great things not because we ignore the questions of our day, not because we ignore the challenges of our day. We expect great things because we recognize that we're fully human and we're fully divine. And in our fully human selves, we got stuffs. And in our fully divine selves, we got answers to the stuffs. So the Midday Moment is designed to make sure you are tapping into your divine. When you tap into your divine, you tap into your river, honey, your river of winning, your river of answers, your river of resolve, peace, joy, all of that. So come on and sing with me. It's time for the midday moment. It's time for the midday moment. It's time for the midday moment. Whoa, it's time. I'm expecting great things. Come on. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Where at? In my life, all throughout my life, I'm expecting great things. In my home, yeah, I'm learning how to create great things all around me. I'm manifesting great things. That's a part of my purpose. That's a part of your purpose too. To manifest great things. Eyes may not see, but I choose to believe. You may not see, but I choose to believe. Sometimes I may not see, but I choose to believe. Great things. All right, y'all. Say thank you, theme song. Thank you, theme song. And theme song says, you're welcome. All right. So thank y'all for singing with me. I know sometimes we have a little, well, I can speak for me. Sometimes I have a little going on. But that's all right. We work right on with it. All right. Welcome to the Midday Moment, y'all. It's we starting something new. And so we've been letting you know. We just finished a wonderful season reading in our book. We've been reading together in our book. Hey, my Baltimore crew is in the house. We've been reading together life-changing prayers. And so we're done reading it together. But mind you, that is a book to keep close, okay? That is a book to keep close. But we are journeying on into our next study. The book will be delivered. It will be available soon, so it's coming. So each year, those that I share in my spiritual practice with, some of us are members of the same network. Others of us, we're simply friends. We're in different networks, but friends. But those that I work most intimately with in my spiritual community and our network, each year we embrace a journey in consciousness together. It is a very intentional journey that we take for 40 days. Sometimes I say 40 days plus because we do some prep work. So 40 days, we get ready to take a very, very intentional journey of 40 days of being very conscious about resetting our foundation, and going into this next phase of life together individually and so forth. So we're getting ready for our consciousness journey. It is a time of consecration. It's a time of really pausing certain things. We don't mandate to you what you pause, but maybe there are things that you can pause so that you can really just give some special attention to. Whenever you get ready to do surgery, or a medical team gets ready to do surgery, things pause so that they can go in and take care of this surgical procedure. And consecration to me, and that might not be the highest and best metaphor, but it's the metaphor that I come up with right now. But surgery very often requires that you're very intentional. You're intentional about the utensils you use, the instruments you use, the people that are at the table, the type of physician that's at the table. If we're doing brain surgery, we got a brain surgeon at the table. If we're doing heart surgery, we got a heart surgeon. You don't put a podiatrist in there to do heart surgery. So it's a time where you're very intentional and you're very strategic. Elder Katrina has been really working with that word strategic. You're very intentional and you're very strategic. The consciousness journey is like that. Each year we decide on what's going to be our focus. What kind of surgery, what kind of metaphysical surgery are we going to embrace? And surgery, although it may have other stigmas to it, but it's a good thing because you're going in to reset. You're making some adjustments so that you can extend, and expand the capacity to grow and give. And so our time together in the consciousness journey, our consecration, is somewhat like that. So it's very intentional. We wash, we sanitize. When you go into surgery, you sanitize. You put gloves. They even give you a special soap. Even if you're the patient, sometimes they'll give you a special soap to do some pre-washing. They don't trust how you be washing at home. They give you a special solution. When I had surgery, they gave a special solution. They say, wash with this solution. They don't trust that you're just going to use your Dial and your Coast. Okay, and your Safeguard soap, your what's the soaps? What's the Ivory Springs and Dove and all of that? That's really good. You could tell them people you got soap at home. They still gonna give you. It's my break time. Turn my walkie-talkie now. So they still gonna give you a solution to bathe your body in. All of it is preparation for this work that we're getting ready to do. This work where we're expecting some good outcomes on. And so our time of consecration, we're preparing for it. Is a bit like that as we get closer to Ash Wednesday next week, I believe. As we get closer to Ash Wednesday, and take the journey together, symbolizing the journey that Jesus took. Jesus, his first name, Christ, not his last name, but Christ representing a consciousness. And so we're going to take this journey in consciousness, in Christ consciousness, as we go through our own journey to really lean more into our sense of being, our sense of purpose. Why am I here? That journey that Christ took was a very unique journey in understanding that I'm here as a demonstrator. I'm here as a pattern. I am here as a way shower. And we are way showers. People watching you, they looking at you. What way are you showing? What way are you showing? What way are you following and what way are you showing? And so that Christ mind, that Christ consciousness, it represents the best of who we are. It represents how we create. It represents how we heal. It represents how we bring answers into this realm that we live in. As I have been saying often during the consciousness journey, you looking for world peace? We it. We it. And so this consciousness journey is a journey that allows us to really just push that envelope and get a bit more into the Christ consciousness, to be more of the Christ that we already are, to express and manifest more of the Christ that we already are. And we do this collectively in partnership with each other, because there's something to be said about Jesus sending them out two by two. And so we embrace partnership. Yes, there were times when Jesus went and prayed alone. So this does not substitute what it means for you to pray alone, but it is a very, very, very specific, strategic focus that we put into place. And so we are starting our prep work today. All right. So I shared a little more there than what I intended, but that's all right. And so I'm so happy to announce that our focus this season, let me tell you, I thought the focus the year before last, I think, was when we did following the heart of Jesus, the heart, and we were in Matthew 5 for the consciousness journey. I thought, oh my goodness, I was like, okay, that's my favorite. That is my favorite. And now here we go this year. We're going to be looking at the speech of the Christ consciousness, the speech of Jesus. We're going to be looking at kingdom vernacular. What you saying? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Y'all remember that different strokes? Not for condemnation's sake. It's just for awareness sake. Your tongue is powerful. And the kingdom vernacular, it is methodical. I'm going to say that again. Your tongue is powerful. And the kingdom vernacular that we're getting ready to study, it is methodical in guiding the power of your tongue. I'm going to say that again. Your tongue, you, madam, sir, them, he, she, they, your tongue, once you get through all of our pronouns, honey, you get through all of our titles, Miss, Mrs., Doctor, Attorney, whoever, whatever, your tongue is powerful. The kingdom vernacular is methodical in guiding the power of your tongue. Death and life is on that tongue. And so we're going to be looking at kingdom vernacular. We sing great things as our theme song. And I was thinking, I was like, man, I mean, I've given the options, like we could change this song. And I think the song, everybody keeps saying, don't change it. And I think one of the reasons why this song, why my OGs are saying don't change it, is because when you sing, I'm expecting great things. It's a gateway into kingdom vernacular, the power of your tongue, which correlates, communes with the power of your thinking. And as a person thinketh, so are you. If you believe it, you can achieve it. And if you speak it, you will see it. So what are you speaking? What you're seeing may help you to evaluate what you're speaking. What you're being may help to evaluate what you're thinking as well. Okay? What you're thinking and speaking. All right. So, and so when you get your book, because the books are on the way, we're setting it up with page 5 from the book. They're on the way. I know I got a little bit of preview, but it's okay. All right. It's just to help us get ready for it. So the book is on the way. I'm going to give you just a few nuggets from the book and then we're going to get ready to leave because this is all foundation for what we're getting ready to work on. Vernacular is defined, this was written by Bishop Rogers from Church of the Everlasting Kingdom. Vernacular is defined as, I'm not going to read the whole thing, so just let me give you a few tips. Vernacular is defined as using a language or dialect. Kingdom is its own language and dialect. You know, Chick-fil-A has a very unique language pattern. My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. It's all in the English language, but they have a very unique dialect. My pleasure. They have a very unique version. My pleasure. I think Chick-fil-A is. I'm not sure how broad it is, but I know it's up north too. So I got some Northerners here. A very unique language strategy there. Kingdom is not just a tagline. It is an entire language. There's an entire way that we talk. There's an entire method to how we say things. And so we've given some sprinkles. You know how people say, oh, girl, that run in the family. Child, you know that run in the family. That's not kingdom vernacular. It is not kingdom vernacular to say it runs in the family. It's not kingdom vernacular to say it runs in the family. I have witnessed that in my family. I've witnessed that, but it's not kingdom vernacular to affirm that it runs in the family. And so we're going to be looking at that. So kingdom is a language. It is indeed a language. It's its own language. It really is. And so we're going to be looking at this. I love this. As you go through this consecration and this journal and this journey, be open and receptive to embracing kingdom vernacular. If you slip up, just correct it. It's okay. It is not something that happens overnight when you learn in a new language. So give yourself grace and be patient through the process. Okay? Give yourself, be patient through the process. We are students studying this language together, but it is methodical because your tongue is powerful. And so again, instead of saying things like, it runs in the family. I've seen it in the family, but I am Lord of me. Lord of Lords, meaning you are a Lord. Lord of Lords. You're one of the little lords. You're King of Kings. You're one of the kings. King of Kings, Lord of Lords. So you get to be Lord over. So if you don't desire that it runs in you and your family, then you don't have to affirm that it's running in the family. No, it ran over there in the family, but it ain't running. People say generational curse. We mentioned this earlier today in the, I believe in the daily download. A generational curse. A curse is a restriction. And what you refer to as a generational curse is really a generational way of speaking and thinking. If you change the vernacular, it's no longer a generational curse. A curse is a restriction. The way you speak and think can restrict you. And so instead of affirming a generational curse, affirm a new language pattern. Affirm the kingdom vernacular so you can unrestrict your thinking and your speaking. My little girl that I raised, my niece daughter, she's thought since she was a little girl that we had a bank full of physically manifested money. And notice how I say that, because I'm not broke. You're never broke. Money is never your problem. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. I trust the abundance of the universe. Everything we need has already been supplied. Okay. And so she's always thought that we physically manifested millions of dollars. I'm working on that. She thought we had and not just the globe, but my purpose requires that. So she's thought for a long time that we had physically manifested that in the bank. And she did so because I never said to her things like, we don't have that. Oh, baby, auntie is broke today, honey. We don't have that. That is not a part of kingdom vernacular. I said to her things like, well, sweetheart, we're gonna pause on making that purchase because we're gonna be smart with our money. So let's be smart with our money. And so when a family member had a car collision, a little car episode, and the windows bust out the car, my daughter happened to be in the car, and so when the back window fell out, something happened, and the back window just kind of shattered out. And one of my family members said, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do?" And she said, "You don't have to worry. Just call Auntie Davina because Auntie got a lot of money." She said, "Call Auntie Davina because Auntie Davina got a lot of money." Because we operated. And I've grown in my thinking since then. And this was before I came into such a methodical script of Kingdom Vernacular. She said, "Just call Auntie Davina because she got a lot of money." Because I began to learn that I can restrict my sense of creation, my sense of innovation with my tongue and my thinking. And so I've started to change that. I'm learning a new language. And so we offer that to you. Okay, I went a little longer today. I went 20 minutes, my goodness. So I try to go like 15 or under, but truth is we're probably about average at 20 minutes, y'all. And so I look forward to this journey. It's so tell somebody you going to language class. Just tell somebody you going to language class. What you doing, girl? I'm telling you, I'm learning a new language. I'm in a language class. I'm learning a new language. I'm in a language class for 40 days. I'm getting into this language class. We prepping right now. We're doing a little pre-test, post-test, whatever. We prepping right now. But I'm getting into a language class because I'm getting ready to unrestrict myself. I'm getting ready to unrestrict myself in a new level, in a new degree. I'm getting ready to unrestrict myself some more, to unrestrict my thinking, unrestrict my speaking. Ah, all right. I'm feeling it. The quickening. Woo, I'm feeling it. I'm preaching to me, so if you don't feel nothing, that's all right. Okay? Woo. And if I've manifested what I have manifested with the vocabulary that I've already had, imagine what we're getting ready to do. Learning a new language, learning Kingdom Vernacular, so that we might have life and have life more abundantly. There's a certain way that I live my life so that I can overcome on purpose. I will not live out a generational curse. Forget about it. It ain't happening. So there's a certain way that I live my life so that I can overcome my questions on purpose. There's a certain way that I live my life so that I can then live on purpose. I overcome on purpose to live on purpose. That means that I plan to have more peace in my body. So I don't say I am sick. That's not Kingdom Vernacular. I'm sick. Girl, I ain't gonna make it today. I'm sick. No, I'm not. I am is never sick. I may be going through a healing. So I'm experiencing a health challenge. I'm healing. People around here, they hear me say, I'm saying, yes, I'm healing. I'm going to see you all in a little bit later because I'm healing. But I don't vocalize. I'm sick. It's not in Kingdom Vernacular. I'm healing. So there's a certain way that I live my life so that I have more peace in my body. I don't curse my body. I don't call illness mine, my arthritis, my heart problems. No, I've had a health challenge with arthritis, but it ain't mine. I'm not claiming it ain't mine. I'm not claiming no arthritis. So there's a certain way that I live my life so that I can have peace in my health, peace in my relationships, harmony in my relationships, harmony in all of my relationships, my professional relationships, my family relationships, and my romantic relationships. I guess that's eventually going to be one romantic relationship. But all of them, I've been practicing how to have peace, even if the peace means it has ended. Yes. So I live my life to have more peace in my body and utilize Kingdom Vernacular to support that, more peace in my relationships. So I bless people. I'm practicing how to bless people with my verbiage, not curse people. I'm learning how to say Merry Christmas instead of all that other stuff. I start to get a little graphic, but I'm going to bypass that in the moment. Okay. And learning to have more peace in my money. Right. And so kingdom vocabulary supports all of that. And then I do all of that. I overcome on purpose to live on purpose so I can live out my purpose. At the end of the day, I'm here for a reason. At the end of the day, you're here for a reason. You got through all that BS for a reason. You came through all that hell for a reason. You came through all that manure for a reason. You got through the fertilizer for a reason. You got through the dung, D-U-N-G. Paul says, I count all of this as dung. I count it all as manure. I count it all as fertilizer so that I can press toward the mark for the prize of my high calling. I'm here for a reason. Maslow calls it self-actualization. I'm here for a reason. So I'm going to speak my reason, speak my purpose with kingdom vernacular. All right, gotta go. I love y'all. God bless you. God be you. Thank you for sharing with me. Thank you for your hugs, your kisses, your likes, your offerings, your encouragement, your support. Thank you for letting me know that preaching to me is a blessing to you. Okay? Take care. I love you. God bless you. God